Guys, Josiah here from Swim Indicators at ThinkOrSwim.net. Wanted to go over a new script we have on the site today, which is the automatic Fibonacci levels indicator. And so what that does is determine the day's range or a time period's high and low range, and then automatically plots the Fibonacci retracement levels in that range, and it can also plot the Fibonacci extension levels on either the upside or the downside or both. So let me just give you a quick demonstration of that. Go ahead and add it to the chart here. And so what you see here currently is that we have the current day's high and low of regular hours trading, and then it is automatically subdivided into the typical Fibonacci levels. These levels are all customizable. They can be honed into whatever whatever factors or coefficients you want there, and all the lines can be customized in style and color and everything like that. I guess the most important thing about this indicator, though, is how customizable it is in other ways. So we can plot this range, the high-low range, based on the normal regular trading hours, or we can plot that based on a couple of other different options here. So let me just show you that in the properties window here. Currently, range based on setting is set to the built-in period, and so what that means is any of the built-in ThinkOrSwim time frames. So we've got day, 4 hours, whatever, week, month. I think these higher time frames are the most useful, but you may find a use for some of the other ones. And so you can set this to plot the high-low of the month. You can set it to plot the high-low of the week or day or whatever you want. You can also dial it backward in time with this setting here, periods back. So currently it's set to 0, so that plots the high-low of the current day. But if you set it to 1, then that would look 1 day in the past. So I'll show you that real quick. And so that automatically takes the high-low range of yesterday's regular trading hours and projects it forward onto today so that you have those levels to trade off of. So you can actually set that to any number of days back that you want that's actually loaded on the chart, and so that really makes this a powerful indicator as well. You can look at, you can just as easily do that for last week or last month. You can dial this to last week or the current week or the current month or last month or whatever you want to set it to. So there's lots of different ways to customize that. You can also apply multiple instances of the same indicator. So I'll just show you that real quick. So I have 2 copies of it added to the same chart here, and I could set one of them to the monthly levels and one of them to the daily levels. And so that would allow me to see where we are in relation to the daily levels and where we are in relation to the monthly levels. And then you could, customize these colors so that you'd be able to tell them apart a little bit better there and see when you're coming into some of the higher time frame, more important levels, and so that would give you an early warning sign there. So a lot of customizing, a lot of potential options you have there, ways to customize it. So that's the built-in period setting. It works with the built-in periods in ThinkOrSwim, and you can dial it backward in time with that setting. Now if you change this to, we've got a couple other options here. If you switch from built-in period to day including extended hours, what that's going to do is ignore these 2 settings here and instead just look at the current day and the current day's developing range. So as you're going through the morning, the range continually expands, and so this indicator will update as that happens, and continue to expand the range and adjust these Fibonacci retracements as that range develops. So that will allow you to include both the pre-market after midnight and before the market open, and the aftermarket, which happens after the close but before midnight. So this will continue developing all the way from the pre-market through the regular trading hours and all the way through the aftermarket. It will continue to update. And then at midnight it resets and then starts doing it all, updating again. The next setting is the opening range setting, and a lot of people use this. Market profile traders and everything, volume profile traders use the opening range a lot of times, and it can be different people use different time frames. So some people look at the first 30 minutes of the day, some people look at the first hour of the day. I have this defaulted to 1 hour from 9:30 to 10:30, but you can adjust the starting time and the ending time of the opening range yourself. You can customize that to actually any time. It doesn't even have to be the opening range. It can be at a range in the middle of the day. But so when you switch this to opening range, it ignores all these settings again and looks at the opening range times you have in here and plots the Fibonacci retracement levels based on the current day's range, depending on how much time you've given it. And it leaves it blank here until the opening range is done, has already completed, so it doesn't update the lines in real time. It waits until the range is formed and then starts plotting it, so you'll know where the retracement levels are. And that will persist all the way up until midnight the next midnight that day. With the any of the different settings, you can customize up to 5 levels here, 5 Fibonacci retracements, and you can set these to whatever percentages you'd like. What I haven't shown you yet is you can actually add extension levels. So I've turned on Show Upper Extensions, and so that will automatically project the same levels, same relative distances onto the chart above, and you can do that for the downside as well, and it will project those levels to the downside. So you'll have some potential levels to look out for on the upside and the downside. And of course you can turn on and off any of these levels that you don't watch. Like say you don't look for, you know, the I don't know, maybe you don't look at the 236, 23.6. So you could very easily just go and click or uncheck Show Plot, and that would remove that line from your chart, so you wouldn't have to take up space on the chart with something you're not going to use. So it's very customizable there. A lot of different options there. Any of these plots can be turned on or off. The lines can be changed from checked or dashed lines to solid lines, whatever you like, dotted lines, squares, triangles, etc. You can really customize this in an infinite number of ways, pretty much. You can change the thicknesses of the lines here and everything. You can show and hide the low or high of the range. If you don't want to look at the high and just say you already know what that is, well, you can just hide that line, you know. You can hide these bubbles on the side. If you don't like all those bubbles being there, just find the plot and click uncheck Show Bubble. So all those things can be hidden. The title up here on the line, that can be hidden as well if you don't like those to be there. So those are the settings for this indicator. One other feature is that we actually have alerts. So you can actually enable, I have alerts for every single line that this plots, and you can turn on and off whichever ones that you want to actually watch or get an alert for. So alert 1 and 2 is just for the high of the day and the low of the day. So you can get an alert when it crosses over the current high of the day, or an alert when it crosses below the low of the day. And you can additionally get an alert anytime it crosses another one of the levels as well. This would be really good, I think, for some of the higher time frame levels like the weekly or the monthly levels. You can get an alert whenever one of those major time frame levels is crossed, and know to come look at your charts and see what's going on. So very customizable in terms of the alerts here. Any of these can be turned on and off. It can be honed into a certain way of certain behavior. You can have it repeatedly each bar, or just have it trigger once and then become disabled. You can have it show up in the messages center here or not. You can have it play a sound for you or not, and you can also customize what message pops up for each of these alerts. Each of these Fibonacci levels that you have the ability to customize correspond to an alert. So retracement level 1 is fib level 1 up here in the settings. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's it's pretty easy to customize that way, and it's pretty powerful in terms of all the different types of alerts that you can get. So that's how that works. I just wanted to run through that real quick with you and give you a quick introduction to what it does. If you have any questions, just leave us a comment here. If you find these videos valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel. And you can check out the indicator on our website. I should upload it a little bit later today, within the next few hours here. And so that'll be at ThinkOrSwim.net. And we really appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye.